Hey, this is Josh. Today we're going to show you how to use our tensioning kit and accessories. Okay, so these are our tensioning tools and accessories, and these are what we use to tension our fences and to keep everything looking straight and taut. So this is a zip tie removal tool. We call them self-locking ties here. You might know them as zip ties, plastic zip ties. You'll see the tool has like a little beak on it there, so you can get under the zip tie. Basically, it just cuts them off. Okay, so here we have the 11/16 hog ring pliers, the G7. They're available in the standard tensioning kit. They work real well. They accept 11/16 rings, and you're gonna wanna just kind of pull this little tab, slide this out. Then you're gonna drop these in like that. And that's all there is to it. Then you're just gonna, pull the handle and it's gonna make a ring. If you move over here to the next one, we have the standard 9/16" hog ring gun, and this is the most popular tool. It is available in the deluxe tensioning kit. Make sure, again, you do use the 9/16 rings with this gun. To load it, you're just gonna pull that tab back. You're gonna slide the rings down like that, and that's all there is to it. Then we go over here to the Wee-Matic, and this is more of a premium tool, made in the USA here. A lot of our installers like to use it, and this is a 9/16 version. Again, when you buy this tool, make sure you buy the Wee-Matic rings as well. And you're just gonna pull this back, and then you're going to take your rings, slide them underneath there like that, all the way down, and then you're just gonna pop that back down, and that's gonna keep feeding those as you pull the trigger, and it makes your rings there. And this is more of a premium tool. A lot of our installers like to use it. So here we have the two types of self-locking ties or zip ties. These are our stainless steel ties, and we have two types of tools that you can use to get those really tight and to install those appropriately. And then over here we have the plastic zip ties. They're available in 8 or 14". We just have the 14" here now, but this is the tool that you're going to use for that. Gets them super tight, cuts off the excess. And just make sure if you're buying stainless that you use the stainless tools. If you're buying the plastic, that you use this plastic tool because they are specific. Here we have the connector clips. And these are basically a tiny little U-bolt. They will accept either 8-gauge or 12-gauge monofilament wire, or the steel core tension wire, which is 8-gauge as well. You simply run the wire through it, around your post or in through the eyelet of the alignment band, then back into it, and then tighten it down. And then you have the crimping tool and the crimp sleeves, and you have 12-gauge, 8-gauge varieties there. They're specific for the wire you're using, and then you're going to use this crimping tool to crimp those down once you've run your wire through it, around the post or through the eyelet of the alignment band, and then back into it, and then crimp it down. Okay, so here are the couple types of tensioners that we offer. The most common is the gripple tightening tool. It's a durable plastic construction tool. It'll last a very long time. It's the most popular one. It's available in the deluxe tensioning kit. We use the large gripples for the 8-gauge monofilament tension wire and the steel core tension wire. We use the medium gripples for the 12-gauge monofilament wire. And then beside it, we have the contractor version, which is the gripple contractor tool. Same tool, does the same thing with the same types of gripples, but it is a metal constructed tool, and it does come with a gripple release tool. And so you can buy that. You can buy these separate, but they are available in the deluxe and the contractor version of our tensioning kits. And then you have the round tightener and the round tightener tool. These are available in the standard tensioning kit. You can use either 8-gauge or 12-gauge wire with this, but in that standard kit, you're going to get the 12-gauge. There's a little metal clip that you'll remove, and a slot that you'll place your wire into, and then you'll use this tool to spool the wire up. And once you get the wire to your desired tightness, you'll simply pop the metal clip back in, and that keeps it from unspooling. This is a 2.5" alignment band, and you're going to use these on your corners and end systems. So we're just going to place it over the post, and then we're going to tighten in this eye bolt. Literally just screw it in until it's tight. For this part, you can use the connector clip or the connection sleeves. They're interchangeable, and they both work the same way. Okay, so we're going to use 8-gauge monofilament in this case, but you can also use 12-gauge mono or the braided steel core tension wire. That's also 8-gauge, and we're going to use the connector clips, which is like a tiny little U-bolt. You're going to run the mono through it. You're going to run it through your eye bolt and then back into the connector clip. And then once you do that, you're going to tighten it down using needle nose pliers or a small wrench, and that's going to create your loop. Okay, so this is your crimping tool. So you're just going to place the crimp sleeve in one of these slots, the appropriate one for your crimp sleeves, and you're just going to crank it down to crimp the sleeve, and that's going to complete your loop there. When running the tension wire, you want to go from post to post across the top of the fence. You have the option of terminating at each corner or running the wire around the post or through the alignment band and down the next side. On smaller systems, you can even go the whole way around without terminating. In this case, I'm running the monofilament over top of our gate, so I'm just going to throw some zip ties around it. You can certainly terminate at either side of your gate, and you can use the alignment bands that do go over the post and have the little eyelet. But in this case, I'm running over top of it, so we're just going to go ahead and zip tie it right to the top. And we're using a cutter puller tool. You're basically going to feed your zip tie through it. Okay, and then you're going to squeeze, which is going to tighten, and then this other trigger is going to cut it. So you kind of got a dual action thing going on here. It's a nifty little tool. I recommend these. They're very inexpensive. Makes your job a lot easier. This is the round tightener. We're basically just going to remove this little clip here, and there's a slot in this tightener that the wire is going to fit in. And then the back of it has a little hole where we're going to place this tool in. Okay, and then we are just going to use this tool here to spool the wire up. So I'll show you doing that now. So we're just going to pop that wire, the 8-gauge mono in this case, through that slot. And that's going to allow me to start spooling this wire up. And we're just going to literally spin this, spool this wire up until we get it nice and straight. Now that we got the wire tight, we're just going to pop our clip back in. And now we can release this, and it's going to keep it from unspooling. So in this case, we're using a round tightener, and these are available in the standard tensioning kit. These will work just fine. The Gripples or the other tensioner, they're more popular, but either one will work just fine. Now we're basically just going to take the beak of this tool. There's a slot there. We're going to take the tension wire and the fence mesh and just conjoin the two. And once we get them both in that beak, we're going to pull the trigger. It's going to throw a ring around it, and we're going to do that about every foot down the wire to conjoin the two. Okay, so if you don't want to use an alignment band, one of these with the eye bolt going through it, at a corner or an end, you know, any termination point, you can just simply make a loop around the post. It's going to be the same type of thing. You're going to feed your wire through the crimp sleeve or the connector clip, and then you're going to go around the post with it and back into the sleeve. And then we're going to take the crimping tool and just crimp that tight. This is another part of our fence that we're repairing that already has the monofilament running through one of the alignment bands on the line posts. So you can simply run your monofilament through the eyelet there. If you don't want to use an alignment band, you don't have alignment bands, you can simply crisscross a couple zip ties to pull the wire along the post here, and that works real well also. So now we've run this wire from corner to corner, and we're going to use the Gripple this time as the tensioner, okay? And so to do that, you're actually going to take the wire that you've just ran from corner to corner, you're going to cut it, and now we're going to feed these pieces into this Gripple, okay, in opposite directions. So you put the wire in the one side, it's going to come out the other. And same way with this side, we're just going to place it in this Gripple, it's going to come out the other side. Basically, it's going to pull this wire tight and continue to ratchet it tight. And if you want to, you can go ahead and cut off your excess. If you want to leave a little extra on there so that the tool can grab it, that's great. Okay, so we got the large Gripple, which works with the 8-gauge monofilament. There's a slot in this tool the Gripple fits into, and then you want to leave a little bit of wire hanging off, or a lot, and this part of the tool is going to grab that wire and it's going to pull it. You have a gauge down here, I don't know if you can see that. It's going to be set at a setting that works just fine. You just basically want to tension this wire so it's straight like a fence rail. Okay, so we're just going to draw it nice and straight. And that should do it. We've got our fence tensioned. You can cut off the excess if you would like, but oftentimes folks are going to leave a little bit of this wire sticking out so they can come back later with the gripple tool. Maybe a year or two later, if their line is not as tight as they want to, they can go ahead and have something to grab a hold of with that tool and draw it tight again. And we're going to go ahead and just hog ring the welded wire to the tension wire. You could use zip ties. I've had people that mentioned that rather than buy the tensioning kit, maybe they want to try to just get some wire and zip tie it. The tool saves you a significant amount of time. So you probably, if you've ever used one of these, wouldn't want to do it without it because it's just so tedious. Okay, so there you have it. This is how we tension our fence systems.